Hi, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are hours away from selecting our next president. I have a few questions for Mrs. Clinton and Mr. Trump that I wish the moderator would have asked during the debates. The question is, do you think there is democracy in America or an oligarchy? How can you serve the American people when you are both receiving millions of dollars in campaign contributions from super PACs, private parties, and major corporations? Today, 45 million of Americans are living in poverty. More than ever, U.S. jobs are being outsourced by the same companies that are funding your campaign. As Abraham Lincoln said, America can only be destroyed from within, and that is exactly what is happening. What is more frightening is that mayors, governors, Congress, legislature, and the president, along with the major media networks, are not shedding light on these issues. An example of this corporate tyranny is the North Dakota pipeline, where excessive private police force, unlawful practice of apprehension is being used, denying indigenous people's rights to their land to congregate, thus hurting their environment. Private police are protecting corporate interests as the pipeline is neither a state or a federal project, but a private one. Human and environmental rights are being violated in return for corporate profit. In the 80s, we had Reaganomics. In the new millennium, we had the Bush tax cuts that continue to this day, failing to spur economic growth, thus increasing the budget deficit, further increasing income inequality. Isn't that insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results? What we need today is the same style of economics that was applied during the Great Depression, World War II, and the post-war economic expansion, and that is Keynesian economics. In Keynesian economics, consumption drives investment. Consumers, not investors, are the heroes because consumers demand determine what investors supply. So we should give a tax break to the less fortunate so they can and will consume, thus boosting the demand and consumption. However, today neoliberals give it to the rich so they can invest wisely. Different economic theories therefore empower and disempower different political and economic constituencies. But how can the next president solve these economic issues when the people that need to be taxed are funding your presidential campaign? Wouldn't that create a conflict of interest? You can't serve two kings. And remember, you swear to protect the American people from foreigner and domestic threats. Maybe you are the threat. To be honest with you, and with all due respect, if in the ballot you have A, Trump, B, Clinton, and C, none of the above, I guarantee that most of the American people will choose C, none of the above, as we are choosing the lesser of two evils. In the future, how about we include other political parties, such as the Libertarian and the Green parties, to the debate? Isn't that democracy? To the new president, congratulations. And if you truly want to make America great again, please give me a call. America's economic solutions are simple. It's not rocket science. What we need is a mixed economy. It's kind of like baking a cake. You need a little bit of this and a little bit of that. It's all about asset allocation. Let's make it a win-win for everybody. It is possible. What I know is this: the more that the king gives to its people, the more that the kingdom grows, and thus in return it attracts more prosperity. Naturally, I also know this: scientists try to make the possible impossible possible, while politicians try to make the possible impossible. I invite you to look at my sources below for additional information. Thank you for your time, and God bless America.